time I was a kid, my father used to always want me to be a boxer. He always tell me that's all I was good for, you know? Trying to put me down. My father was so serious about me becoming a boxer. He told me what he knew until he was able to afford to give me a training. By the time he knew it, I was in the junior weight class. I won my first fight. I was young, fast, and flashy. I wasn't crowd pleasing. By the time you knew it, I had a title fight, and I won. I was the youngest fucking champion in my division. Nobody could fucking beat me. By the time you knew I had everything, I was on top, I had girls. Man, I was on top of the world, man. Nothing stopped me. I even got married to a nice little girl. That didn't matter. Still went out, started doing drugs, wasn't faithful. By the time you knew it, 3 years old on top, I was gone. I had nothing. My wife left me. She took my daughter. Man, nobody had nothing to do with me, man. I mean, all the people that were supportive of me, the whole time I was the champ, they were all gone. Even my father left me. But, you know, I met my girl Shirley, a good friend of my manager's. She was able to get me back on track. She got me on the AAU. And I was able to think about the things that made me think. You know, the things that make me strong again. And you know what? Come to find out, all this time, I never wanted to be a boxer. I did all this to make my father happy. I didn't want to be a fighter. I did this just to please him. All this time, I was doing all of this just to make my father happy. You know, making for the things that he felt. Because he was a drunk and a failure. You know what? All this time, never wanted to be a fighter. I did all this just to make my father happy. Maybe someday he'll look.